All right, let's get it.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of 44 Stack. It's been a minute since we've all been together, so we're going to kick this thing off right. It's going to be a whole lot of foolishness tonight, and just be prepared for it. So, fellas, I'm going to start it off. My name is Kelsey Coop Charles. Along with me, I got West Coast Dave and Antonio Brother Long Long. Fellas, how's it going?
Tell it, man, we're gonna start this thing off right. It's a bunch of fire in his house tonight. Hey, that's how we doing it.
Yeah, let's go on and get the foolishness going. It's been 2 weeks since we've been together, and it has been a lot that has went on in the last 2 weeks.
Specifically, KFC has brought back my favorite meal. What I was named for in high school. Kels, I gotta go on this rant on this, man. Hey, KFC got hot wings and wedges, and coleslaw back. Kelsey, do you know in high school, man, I went to lunch every day. That's what I'm talking about. That is my favorite meal of all. DoorDash. Hey, me and this dude, because he must get all the orders. I am killing this every day. Why did y'all have to do that to me? I love it.
Bro, hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I co-sign 100%.
There are certain foods that you coincide with your childhood, and yes, his nickname when we were growing up was Hot Wing because that's all he ate. Mm-hmm. But I will say the new hot wings from KFC, them bad boy fireable, they fire.
Oh yeah. Dog, I had to put the fourth one down because 6 of them. I got to the fourth one and I did. Like I said, I've been away a little too long, T. But the recipe is nationwide. I did not know that it was like I had to put it down and then wipe it off the bowl and then get 5 and 6 down and use the coleslaw as the chaser. That's what I had to use
chaser. Yeah. Chaser. There you go. Yep. Yeah.
Yes, sir. They are fire.
Oh man, so good, man. Oh, thank you, KFC.
All right, let's jump into it. Where y'all want to go first? Because we can just Lane Kiffin. He going there already. Hit it, both.
Let's go for it. Let's get it. Let's start from the beginning.
Start it off.
My problem with all this, I'm gonna keep my side simple. I don't know why the fan base is so upset with Lane. This is what Lane does.
He's a hoe.
For a hot second, and then he goes. So I mean, hey, from a business standpoint, I don't blame the man. Hey, they'll get rid of you if you're not performing. Control your own destiny. It is what it is. Is it ideal for the university? No. But is it ideal for Lane? Yes.
Yes.
Hey, seize the opportunity. It is what it is. You all know what you were signing up for when you got it. Then he jumped ship. He will go to the next high, the nice, bright, shiny toy. That's where he's going. So, I mean, I hate it for him. I'm glad they had the success, but I mean, get over it. You knew it was coming.
Yeah, I kind of thought this time he might have would have stayed just because
we're talking about Lane.
You got a better football team though, dog, than what you going to. And I know you got recruits that's gonna go to LSU and gonna make it great. But here's the thing, and I didn't think about this until the day I was listening to some other content, and it said, we pay a whole lot of attention to Lane for this, that, and the other thing, but Lane ain't never won nothing in his life.
There you go. That part.
Yeah. We pay a lot of attention to Lane Kiffin, but Lane ain't never won nothing in his life, bro.
He's good for business, though. He's a Jerry Jones for college.
I heard a dude say he is that girl that you always want, but when you finally get her, you like, man, I could have stayed where I was, bro.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you. I co-signed. You knew what you signed up for. It's again 30 for 30. There's a special thing called the many faces of Lane that lets you know he's always chasing the next job. And yeah, the fans, I don't know why they're fired. Kelsey, I'm like you. I'm a firm believer in capitalism. Hey, if they want you, go get you. If you decide, that's what you do. Now, do I feel? Also, I don't feel sorry for the kids no more. You know why? These aren't kids. They're getting paid. Once paid was introduced, I don't have what I used to have. I used to have these feelings of, hey, man, leave these kids alone, let them mature. Man, you are starting off with more money than me. Man, yeah, so I have nothing about these kids because it's a transaction for them. Think about what we experienced as Clemson fans today. We watched 4 of our recruits flip for better business and better. So, hey, it's capitalism. He did what he did.
Yeah.
This is not the football that your college football that you grew up with, folks. This is a whole new day. I don't like what I'm seeing because I don't like undervaluing the whole student athlete part because 99% of them don't go nowhere. And getting that degree or just getting that matriculation, I'm going to say it changed my damn life. So there you go. It is a life change. We underestimate. I hear all this talk about, oh, you don't need a degree. I can tell you what, they'd never let my black ass in the door without having a degree at Microsoft. I can tell you that right now. I could have been all of this, whatever they trying to do now and all that, but that degree can get a door open. And if you don't want to ever tell nobody you got a degree, you can also get them jobs too, because you ain't never got to put it on nowhere. So stop undervaluing that education piece. That is the one thing, and it ain't what you grew up with. So both sides are going for what they know, and that's it. Now that's how I roll.
Well, I will say this here though. I have no issue with what the situation was, what Lane did, whatever. I mean, the fan base was going to be upset either way, just because of the fact you on the precipice of possibly winning a championship. Now, I will say this here though. I feel like they're going to have to start implementing certain rules for this, just like the NFL. Because this didn't need to happen. This has been a 3-week saga for what? You already knew he was going, or if you felt like he was going, you already knew, but you didn't throw all this up in chaos right now. I feel like for football, everything needs to move to mid-January. If you fire your coach early, that's all well and fine. Get rid of signing day. The early signing day when it first started, I thought this was a good idea, but now I don't really like it. I think you need to go back to February, and just have one signing period, unless you sign early. And when I say early, you sign in the summer of your senior year. If you want to sign in, that's all well and fine. But other than that, just leave it alone.
But see, this is my thing, T. Do we, or is this just one person? We've had a lot of firings that have happened, right? And 99% of them have gone smoothly with the coaching search. They've taken their time, they've done these things, and the coach from the previous team is coaching their team if they happen to make it to a bowl game. This is a very particular situation about a very petty son of a gun. And Lane Kiffin is petty. He did that and said, if you ain't going with me, then stay here. Now, that's the part I don't like, because now you sound like you're taking your ball and you're going home with it, right? And you're a grown-ass man. And I love your father a lot. Like, Money is my man. He is the architect of a whole defense. You, though, and never really said anything, but everything with you has to be this celebrity. It's this, he's part of that whole bro mentality. Him, McAfee, all of that shit on this, woe is me, everybody against me, other color routine. And he's just one of them bro dudes that fit right in. And what's the Barstool cat name?
Portnoy.
Portnoy, another one.
Yeah.
These are the men who have they do not feel good about their masculinity. So what they do is try to tell you how non-masculine you are. Like, you do know I reserve the right to knock your ass out, like Dave Chappelle said on the thing. You got mousse in your hair. You were a punter. Portney, dude, I just get somebody to kick your ass. And Lane Kiffin, you got the goofiest look in your face whenever you talk, man. I'm glad you can coach football, because you got this look where it's like gravity is just trying to take a hold of it and make whatever you gonna look like tomorrow accelerate to today. I'm fanning.
I want to say this though, because you just said something, and it truly makes sense. Lane Kiffin Can Lane Kiffin coach football? Do we
Not when
know?
it matters.
Let's be for real. Let's be for real.
Not when it matters.
Let's go to Tennessee. Let's do a rundown. So we go to Tennessee, right? Or USC, right? Failure.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee, he left.
Failure.
Mm-hmm.
Ole Miss, couple of good seasons.
Failure.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't, well, he's not going to coach, and he left before he could actually do something about it. Yeah, I don't know if he's actually the one that everybody think he is. He did a good job at one spot and became popular.
I'm gonna say this like this here. If he was anybody else other than Monty Kiffin's son, would he be afforded these opportunities? Because let's be real about this now. He has not won. He has had some of the best jobs in football. You've been the head coach of the Raiders. You've been the head coach of the Trojans. You've been the head coach at Ole Miss. You had to rebuild your image at Florida Atlantic. You had to be a offense coordinator for Saban. The Saban rehabilitation. How is that working out for everybody else? Because we're gonna get on Texas in a minute. Because if I hear Sark say one more thing about he need to be in the playoff, I'm gonna slap him because of the fact Florida. Stop talking about Ohio State game. Florida is the reason why you won't make the playoffs. You lost to Florida, not Ohio State. Ain't nobody even care about that game. Florida is the reason why you're not even thought of to be in the playoff. I'm so sick of hearing him crying, moan, well, we played a tough schedule. Nah, bro. You played the same schedule everybody else played in. You just didn't win the game that you were supposed to. Him and Cristobal, I'm sick of both of them. Because Cristobal, I don't want to hear this about Notre Dame. I could care less about that game. You know what your problem is? You lost to Louisville and SMU. That's your problem.
That is your problem. You didn't even make your conference championship game.
Correct. And you think you're supposed to be in the playoffs?
And you supposed to be there? Yeah.
It is a narrative. This is the thing. Yeah, the playoff is going to expand next year. It's going to go to 16 teams. So what? Tell me the 16 teams that need to be in this year. Because other than Vanderbilt, who has a legitimate beef, Vanderbilt.
I'm going to put this out here. All right, I just did some math. So Lane Kiffin's overall coaching record. So let's put this to bed right now. 96 wins and 69 losses. But let's take out his professional career with the Oakland Raiders. He had 5 wins and 15 losses. So he's 91 wins and 59 losses. So, no, I'm sorry, 54 losses. So his actual winning percentage is 59%.
Now, here go be the thing that everybody needs to look at next year. You going to LSU, okay? You have no more excuses, Lane. There's no more excuses. You have talent rich, okay? You got resources. You got unbelievable fan support. Unbelievable fan support, okay? All right? If you don't do it now, when? Because you can't keep getting these chances, bro. You can't. Now, they're going to pay him his money or whatever, but this is the thing. LSU expect you by your 3rd year to have a championship.
Orgeron caught it. Kelly caught it. What do they call him?
Orgeron.
Yeah. No, before Orgeron. The one that got
my man Les.
You got some. You don't get but so much time now.
But here go the thing. Even with Orgeron fell into the perfect situation. Okay, he had all the offensive stars at that point. Okay? He fell into it. Orgeron ain't no coach, man. He never was. But he got a national championship because he was at the right place at the right time. Okay, if you go back and look at LSU in the last 30 years, honestly, other than the Saban era. Les Miles was the better coach, okay? Because Les won. Now, Les' offense wasn't going to be great, but one thing Les had defense. And you wasn't going to beat that defense, bro. And now, Lane, what do you not do well? You're a great offensive mind, but here go the thing. If you don't get the right defense coordinator, y'all going to be in trouble. And remember something. Even at Ole Miss, he can't beat Alabama.
Nope.
Whether it was Kalen DeBoer.
He beat Georgia yet?
No, he lost to Georgia this year. He was up by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, so that's the thing. you are still gonna be down to. Oh, shout out to 44 Stack too for calling out the SEC championship game back in October, late September, because we did say it would probably round out to be Georgia and Alabama. So we predicted that very early in the CFP cycle.
Thank you. I appreciate that, bro. Congratulations to you as well. I will say, because here's the thing. In the SEC, you still got to knock off Kirby. You still, even though Bama ain't Saban Bama, they still Bama, man.
Yeah, Bama.
They still Bama. Okay?
And they play with pride.
And let's remember something. Lane ain't beating neither one of them. So
I'm with you, man.
LSU, I hope you know what you're doing. Hope you know what you're doing. But I'm just saying.
They know what they did.
As far as college football as a whole, I just think some stuff need to be slid back. Just like these cats finna go into portal. You shouldn't be doing the portal until after the bowl. Regardless.
I agree with that too. Yeah.
Because you gonna cause unnecessary upheaval.
I still believe if you transfer, you need to sit out a year.
Well,
and I'm gonna tell you why.
You get one. I believe my feeling is you get one transfer without sitting out. But if you transfer twice, you got to sit out. See,
my thing is, it gets into the. You remember the Wisconsin Miami situation with that corner? For 2 years, 3 years, you've taken all your resources, coaching, and all that, and you built this cat up. And places like Wisconsin and them, they're going to be these feeder programs now into the big money teams, right?
But that's what it always been.
But Wisconsin did have a chance to win. And they have won the Big Ten before, if I'm not mistaken. But what I'm saying is, you now are your lot in life is set. Like Indiana has this little 2-year run, right? Indiana will be back to Indiana next year. I felt folks mock my work because they got to play both the teams finally, and they will be back there. He will turn into Iowa's coach because Kirk Ferentz did this same shit that the Indiana team is doing. And what did he end up being? The coach he's a 500 level coach, Kirk Ferentz. Indiana Cincinnati, yes, he'll have this 2 years and they will be back to being the doorstep of the AC, and they'll experience this too. What I don't like, T, the reason why I say it is it makes you think a little bit more about leaving your school. And I don't like if you got to be a sophomore or a junior, like for these small schools, they get you into these spots, and now you're going to leave without no consequences or repercussions because the bigger payday is coming. I understand the bigger payday, but nobody is supposed to be pro yet. There needs to be something like that where a guardrail is set, where you at least have to think about this. Because going to the NFL now don't even matter what team you on. Everything is on TV. Dog, I watched Newberry. We watched Newberry play.
Right.
Somebody.
Last week.
ESPN.
Yeah, they was in the playoffs last week. Yeah.
There you go. And I'm watching this game in Seattle. Every game is on. If you're going to be found, Khalil Mack with the goddamn on Buffalo.
When Buffalo wasn't no good.
So if you're going to be NFL, you're going to be NFL. But jumping on the winning bandwagon, that's why if my team is losing, I do watch all the way to the end because my measure is if I can rock with you when you're winning, I got to be able to rock with you when you're losing. Because then that's just how life is. Even friends, that go to everything to me. If I'm rocking with you while you're winning, do you want me to not rock with you when you're losing? So that's my whole thing now. Just make them think about it for a second.
I got you. Well, but here's the thing, and I think this year is a cautionary tale because there were a lot of big name athletes that transferred last year because of the money. It wasn't because they wasn't playing, because of the money. And then they get to their new situation and they hadn't panned out. I think Oregon has somebody right now. He was the number one rusher in the nation last year. Now he can't get on the field. Okay, but that's anything you do in life. Your choices and your decisions are gonna play out one way or the other. And the thing is, if you make the wrong choice, there's nothing you can do about it. So you need to think about if you're in a good situation. And I think right now it's happening because it's all brand new and whatever, but I think it's gonna slide back to how it was, where you get to a school, you're there because of the school. It ain't got nothing to do about the money. The money's gonna come regardless. If you show out, you're gonna get paid.
So you think this thing gonna autocorrect itself?
Yeah.
Within a few years?
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you what part two of all this is gonna happen. Some of these schools that were gung-ho about going to these big conferences and whatever, and man, we gonna get all this money and whatever, they're starting to realize it ain't all it cracked up to be, Bo. In every conference, there is your upper echelon, your middle tier, and your basement dwellers, okay? Every conference, no matter where you at, okay? It just, because of all this upheaval lately in college, it's been reversed for certain schools. Name, case in point, Clemson and Florida State. Now, here's the issue. If the ACC had it to do it all over again, because, and what, shout out to Cal, because I told y'all, they gonna play hard if they don't do nothing else.
Why they fired Justin Wilcox, though? That was stupid. He's brought you the most success you've had post Aaron Rodgers and Travis Best era, and you fire him? Well, I don't understand that.
I don't understand it either, but they're gonna rule that. But see, here's where it's gonna kick in. Okay, Cal's not gonna be nothing this year. You're gonna be in the same situation Stanford's in right now. Okay, SMU. Here's where the situation is. Getting it. Now, as far as expansion in the ACC, I applauded SMU because I felt like, okay, that was legitimate in a way to get them to come into the conference. I didn't like the Cal and Stanford portion because that's too far. This is the Atlantic Coast Conference. Come on, man, stop it. The Big Ten is starting to feel this pain right now, because what's going to happen is your lower tier school is going to be like, yeah, we're getting paid, but we get zero exposure. Your teams like Wisconsin now. Wisconsin is irrelevant in the Big Ten, okay? Irrelevant, because everything now is Oregon, Washington, Southern Cal, Ohio State, Michigan. That's it. That's it. Okay? In the SEC right now, Texas is realizing I ain't as powerful as I thought I would, because you ain't Georgia and you ain't Alabama, okay? You need to realize that. You ain't as powerful as you think you is. Yeah, you bringing a lot of money, but when it come down to it, that Longhorn don't beat that Bulldog, and that Shodo don't beat that Elephant, okay? Them two you ain't getting in front of, okay? Ask Auburn how it feel to be little brother in your own state. Yep. And Texas might well just get used to it, okay? You in Oklahoma bring zero value to the SEC. Zero. Nobody cares about y'all, okay? Because see, Sark, you whining right now because your big thing is, well, we lost by 7 points to Ohio State the first game of the year. No, it ain't, bro. You lost to Florida. Yeah, that's what got you where you at right now. You lost to Florida. Same thing. With Miami. They crying and moaning, bro. You got 2 losses in your conference when you should have dominated. Clemson ain't good.
Wait, Texas got 3 losses. Who's the other one too?
Texas.
Yeah. Georgia, Florida, and Ohio State. Okay.
Yeah. Lost to Georgia. Now, Texas, you have no ground to stand on because you can't beat Kirby now. So if you can't beat Kirby, here's the hierarchy in the SEC right now. Kirby can't beat Kalen. Well, let's just say it like this. Can't beat Bama. Let's just put it. Kirby can't beat Bama. But then Sark can't beat Kirby. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Okay. So and LSU is hoping and praying Lane can turn something into something. And that's the problem.
You gonna turn to reality TV?
It already did. I guarantee you by spring practice, it's gonna be some foolishness pop off, because you already know it's gonna be some foolishness pop off. Okay, it's coming.
And I want to hear his buyout too. It better not be that stupid. Governor Landry said you're supposed to be the person pulling the purse strings.
Man, I
know it has to be outrageous.
I heard they pulled him to the side and told him, "Look here, bro, you need to shut up because you don't know nothing about this him." Okay, they told him flat out. Now look here, you in the South. You the governor of a state. You can't talk no trash, bro. Because like they told him, look here, bro, this matter. You don't matter. Football matter in the state of Louisiana. Football matter in every state below the Mason-Dixon line. It is more powerful than anything. So you might well get with it. Now, before we get into the schedule for this week, let's talk about that sorry behind Carolina Clemson game. I'm glad that we won. Clemson, that is. But I'm going to say this. Lenore Sellers, don't go pro. I think you need some more seasoning. But get out of South Carolina as quickly as possible. And I'm just going to say this. I don't care where you go. Go somewhere where somebody going to develop your talents, okay? And appreciate you for being the football player that you are. Because I've heard enough crap these last couple of weeks where they starting to talk about you like you can't play football. But last year, you destroyed everybody down the line to almost get to the playoffs. But nobody wants to blame your sorry-ass coach about none of this. Everybody want to put the blame on you. Mister, all he do is clap. Anytime you see a coach, all he do is clap, you need to fire him right there. Because, see, he a cheerleader. That's all he is. You was up 30-3 on A&M 3 weeks ago. You lost that game 31-30. That is a fireable offense by anybody. I don't care who that is. Because you couldn't get one first down the whole second half. After you just dominated the football team the whole first half, you couldn't get one first down? Come on, man. Gamecocks. And I put this to y'all in the text message, and I'm just going to be real about this here. What other big school in the state is little brother to the supposed smaller big school in the state? I'll wait.
No, I don't have none. I've already told you what I had.
I know. I'm just waiting. I didn't get nothing from Kelsey. I'll wait, though. What school? Because let's just look at some of the common schools, and I'm talking about state-supported schools, not private schools, state-supported schools. Let's be real about this here. Michigan State. Who the big dog in Michigan?
Michigan.
Florida State, Miami. Who the big dog in Florida?
Miami.
And it's the third smallest out of the three. But Miami is the heavyweight, okay?
Yeah.
Clemson. People don't realize Clemson has a 30-game head, almost 40-game head start on the Gamecocks. And up until 1959, they played the game in Columbia every year.
I tell folks what else they'll be shocked about. Go look up the Oregon UW rivalry. It ain't even close. UW owns that rivalry by about like 50 games. Seriously. They lost this weekend, but you would be shocked that like Oregon just started, but
being good.
Yeah, that is not even when you go look overall. UW destroys Oregon overall.
I'll be the first one to say.
The whole 90s, Oregon was irrelevant.
Oregon, from the 70s all the way back to Warren Moon. The Washington Huskies have been a heavyweight. The only other team that Washington has been equal to on the West Coast in that time period is the Trojans. Other than that, it ain't been nobody. So Oregon
is definitely the little brother. Hell,
Oregon are the Kardashians. Oregon are the Kardashians. That's what they are. Let's just be real.
You heard me? Washington State, definitely little brother, because they didn't even get in the conference.
Bruh.
they ended up just until next year, them in Oregon State, they just play whoever they gonna play. But I applaud them because I have not seen either one of them get blown out.
They haven't get blown out.
Washington State almost put Ole Miss down. They only lost by 3 points.
Right.
At Ole Miss.
Right.
Yeah.
My thing is, if I had my way, all the teams that left the Pac-12 should go back. All of them. Colorado needs to go back. Arizona State need to go back. Not because where you are right now is irrelevant. The thing is, there was a reason why these conferences were regional, okay? And you need that. You need that. And you flying all the way cross country, they ain't doing you a bit of good. Case in point, Maryland. Maryland, would you rather be in the Big Ten or would you rather be back home in the ACC, bro? Because we already know the answer to that question. You'd rather be back in the ACC because Maryland, you're not a football school, but your basketball is seriously lacking. You know why? I don't play Virginia. I don't play Duke and Carolina every year. And right now, there's a side note on basketball. Duke and Carolina look dominant as I don't know what right now. I cannot wait till February This is turning in. I ain't seen basketball like this since the early 2000s. But I digress. Now, the other part with Clemson and Carolina is this. Shane Beamer said something Saturday after the game. I think that's another fireable offense. He had the audacity to say that they're gonna be good enough to make the playoffs next year. Is they playing on the PlayStation or something? Because
yeah, I don't see that.
I don't see that one at all. And your schedule is just as bad as this year's schedule because you still got to play Alabama, you still got to play Georgia, you still got to play LSU. So explain to me how that's three. Even if you split them 3 games, you still gonna be in lost purgatory. So I mean, come on, bro, just stop that. Back when the SEC was, you have never been relevant other than the short period of the Spurrier years. You've never been relevant in football. The only thing y'all holding y'all hat on is women's basketball. Because men's basketball ain't doing that either. But that's the only thing. And it ain't even baseball no more. It used to be baseball. Y'all ain't even baseball power no more. Huh?
You know what I'm saying? I'm shocked Lamar Paris ain't been fired yet.
Who you gonna get? That's the problem. If you fire him, who you gonna get? Because Lamar Paris is a good coach.
They lost to East Tennessee State the other day. I'm like, man, all right.
They have absolutely nobody to play basketball. Basketball ain't even a thought. Yeah, we got pockets in this state. Ridgeview is one of them. But you got most of them cats, when they leave, they go out of state to go play basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you didn't take, let's go back. If you didn't take advantage when Bishopville was winning all them championships back in the late 90s, early 2000s, you ain't gonna never take control of the situation. So it is what it is. All right, so let's look at the schedule for Saturday, championship Saturday. The first game we got Saturday is at noon. Come on up. All right. So we got, Friday night, we got James Madison versus, who is they playing? Jacksonville State? No, take that back. Playing Troy. James Madison plays Troy. If James Madison win, they might sneak into the playoff. Kennesaw State, congratulations. Y'all first opportunity to play in a championship game since y'all moved up from 1AA. So that's a great thing right there. Y'all look good. Look forward to that. North Texas and Tulane playing for the Conference USA Championship Friday night. And then you got UNLV versus Boise State playing for the Mountain West. Saturday morning. Saturday at
North Texas's coach is going to be Cal's new coach.
Who's going to be?
Side note. North Texas's coach is going to be Cal's new coach.
Okay.
Wow.
They hired him, and they're looking for somebody on defense, but that's who's going to be the next coach.
Wow. That's all I can say on that one. Wow. Okay. Then 12 o'clock, you got BYU versus Texas Tech rematch of game earlier in November. Where Texas Tech is played in Jerry World, so I'm putting everything on Texas Tech for that. At the same time, you got Miami of Ohio versus Western Michigan. People don't realize Miami of Ohio did a great job just to make this game because they starting quarterback stopped in the middle of November and decided he was going to prepare for the NFL draft. This is where we are right now, y'all. Somebody got in his ear and said, "Boy,
the name of Ben Roethlisberger is going on at Miami of Ohio."
Somebody got in his ear, bro, and told him he was going to be top draft choice. Instead of him finishing out the year, he quits so he can start training for the combine. What sense do that make?
This is the world we live in right now.
But all you're going to do is throw at air for the next 3 months, bro.
No live targets.
No live targets.
No game reps. Nothing.
Then at 4 o'clock, the rematch again, Georgia versus Alabama in Mercedes-Benz, as we always know, and it don't matter because it's Georgia versus Bama.
Georgia game, yeah. I mean,
and then 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock, we got Ohio State versus Indiana. If I'm Ohio State, I'm making a
statement.
A statement. Just to let Indiana know. Don't get it twisted. Don't think y'all in the same echelon that we are. Let me just go on and smack y'all right here and get this over with.
I think I'm gonna go pull upset on that one.
With who?
The thing I would, except what Indiana does, Ohio State shuts down, which is the run.
Right.
And to run on that NFL first team and second string is NFL second team, because that's what they got. I mean, they all fat. That's what I'm concerned about, Kels, is what Indiana does very well. Ohio State is a machine in stopping. So I would say if they had that miracle catch is the only time wide receivers catch the ball. And Kel, that miracle catch you saw against Penn State is the only time somebody that's designated X, Y, or WR, any of them get the ball. Mm-hmm. It is off tackle left, off tackle right, power run game. And that's what scares me about this game.
Well, I'm going to tell you the other thing that scared me. Mendoza is their quarterback, and I watched Mendoza all year last year against Cal, and he has a propensity to make a terrible throw here and there now. So
it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen Saturday night. I'm going down. I'm going to South Carolina. I'm going down to Charleston. I'm gonna talk to some people. Ryan Day, I'm gonna coach that game.
You going to the island, bro?
I'm going to the island, man.
Oh no! You going to go? He trying hard, ain't he?
Y'all don't want to see Ryan Day win nothing.
Oh man, what Ryan Day did to you, bro?
Back in the day with Clemson, man.
He sound like Dave with the crab trucker. Ryan Day, he ain't got nothing for Ryan Day, boy.
He signed that episode with the Fall Guy and then went down to Louisiana and got the Voodoo Queens. That sounds like what you about to do. You about to do some Colt Seaver and go down and get with the Voodoo Queens and make something happen.
Look, he already said he coming
I got a
over
phone
here
with Dr. Buzz at Saturday. I'm going to talk to Dr. Buzz at Saturday. I'm going to talk to him. We'll get it right.
Look here, the Gullah Geechee people is looking for you, Kelson.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Make sure you know what they're saying and you ain't getting the curse on yourself.
Well, what you better do is put your translator on.
You start repeating shit and bad stuff start happening to you, and make sure that you know what you getting into and got what they say. Got your prayer warriors and everybody lined up, because you know you got to go in with that armor on, because that spell might just work on you too.
I mean, the earplugs in. I'm not gonna hear it.
Well, look at it. Look at it. If you go in the name of the lady, Miss Rudolph, don't go in there. She hit you with that monkey foot. Did Saturday night to finish out the ACC, Virginia versus Duke. If they get 35,000 in Charlotte for this game, it'll be a miracle. Okay.
Man, if I was in Charlotte, I'd go to the club that night instead of going.
Like I say,
I'm going to the club.
If they get 35,000, it'll be a miracle.
Big old legs. That's what I'm going to. Please, that's what I'm going to get down to.
He going to the Sugar Shack, man. He going to the Sugar Shack. Now, Kelsey, I'm gonna let you have this too. Go to the NFL, because me and Dave, we probably got some rants coming for our teams. Let me hear what you got, Cowboy fan.
Well, I'm gonna put it like this. It has been a pleasant 2 weeks. I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna live in the moment. I'm just gonna enjoy the moment while it lasts, because I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I'm gonna enjoy it while it lasts. Now, what I will say, our defense finally got back to the NFL level. I think we're 31 right about now. 31 and a possible 31 and a half. Somewhere in there, because we're still not stopping anybody, but we're making a play here or there when we have to. I think the pass rush has helped a little bit, because it helps our back end. But in the event that the quarterback does let the ball go, we're still getting toasted. So don't get that twisted. I mean, it is what it is. I'm real with it. But it did me good to see mainly our offense clicking, and when they weren't, the defense did just enough to hold the team at bay until we got back going again the last couple of weeks. Now, what happened against the Eagles, I still can't understand it. I'm here for it. I enjoyed it. But it is what it is. Kansas City, they did just enough to do what they needed to do. But the thing I'm enjoying the most about all this is your guy, man, from Pittsburgh, George Pickens. Hadn't seen it blow up yet, and I'm pretty sure before the season is over, it's coming.
It comes.
So he must see TV. He
is so good at catching with his hands. He is doing like I'm looking at it in college now. People in college are going back to catching the ball with their bodies and it's bouncing. And I'm starting to see folks in the NFL. Let your hands go from your body and catch the CD Lamb gets like that too sometimes. Let the ball, let your hands go away from your body and catch the damn ball.
Exactly. Yeah. And he's thriving right now. He's looking more like the X than CD is. And the thing about it, he's having fun playing, Now it's gonna be one of those tough games. We're gonna see what really happens or what comes out of it. But right now, I think we've got a good balanced offense. Defense is doing just enough. It's probably not good enough when it comes to games that really matter. But here again, it's still Jerry. So I'm not going to get too high. Like I said, I'm just going to enjoy the moment.
Well,
they're doing what they need to do to win. If they beat Detroit, maybe, but they got to win out. I mean, in all honesty, it's fun to watch right now, but you still got to win out. I mean, the only way, your best bet, and Jerry was right on this one, the best bet is to win the division. Now, the Eagles keep playing the way they're playing, it's a possibility, but if not, Detroit's got to have a major meltdown. We're half a game ahead of Carolina, even though Carolina beat us. But I don't see San Francisco losing 3 games and allowing us to run the table and get in. So it's going to have to be either Detroit, replacing Detroit. Detroit's going to have a meltdown, or the Eagles.
Need to have a meltdown. So, Detroit is actually, they are down. They don't need to have a meltdown. Yeah, as soon as he took over that damn play calling, I love it.
I knew it would come.
I couldn't let the Detroit one go. Yeah.
Well, I will say this about Jerry. Jerry has been quiet, and that's scary from a standpoint because Jerry normally talks regardless.
Hold on. Let's clarify what you mean by quiet. He's been quiet in terms of what Jerry normally does. He's still talking, but not nearly as much.
But Jerry made the most sense I've heard him the last couple of days. That he normally Jerry would be like, yeah, we riding high, we gonna make the playoff. Jerry has not uttered that sentence yet because Jerry has been realistic and he knows. I think he's kind of afraid himself that his moves are working out. Mm-hmm. But I'll just be honest, and I'm not hating. I'm just being real. I've had George Pickens for 4 years. I know it's coming, bro. The boy is uber talented. Mm-hmm. But at some point. And the only reason I feel like he's playing the way that he's playing, he wants to get paid. Okay. Now Jared's gonna do something stupid, and he's gonna pay him a bunch of money, and that's gonna destroy all that. He is not gonna act right because every place he's been, when he was at Georgia, bench. When he's at Pittsburgh, bench. Okay, because of the fact he's gonna do something to disrupt the team. Okay, because let's remember something. When he was at Georgia, he never got on the field. Because he was always in trouble. Always in trouble. Mm-hmm. At Pittsburgh, he could have did all this. Now, granted, we ain't got no quarterback. And I'm not even finna sit here and say Dak is a quarterback. I'm not going there. Because I know when your nuts get tight, Dak gonna screw up. Okay? I already know that. He gonna screw up. He has yet to prove to me at any point in his 10-year career that when the pressure is tight, him and Tony Romo are Siamese twins, okay?
Hold up now. The fighting words. They don't talk about Romo like that, man. That's my quarterback.
Y'all ain't had no quarterback. Y'all ain't had no quarterback since Bledsoe got hurt. Bro. Since Bledsoe got hurt. All right? I'm just leaving it at that. But
Romo just couldn't get out his own way. That's the problem.
But tomorrow's game is critical just from the standpoint y'all need it to win because y'all got to win out. Y'all cannot lose. A loss pretty much eliminates y'all. Detroit got to win because if the Bears and the Packers are starting to establish themselves as 2 of the better teams in the NFL. It's hard to even say the Bears are part of it.
And Caleb Williams has the worst quarterback rating ever.
Yes, but he wins.
That is and I agree with that coach, Ben Johnson, that coach, right?
Yeah.
But I agree. They are winning because it ain't from offense. It is by these things that just happen that are happenstance, and they win.
I will say now, Friday, they ran the football. I thought I was looking at Matt Sewell and Walter Payton back there as bad as they're running the football on the Eagles last week, because it didn't matter which one of them you handed the ball to. They was getting 7 yards a carry, bro. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, both had 100.
They both over 100.
That's why I say both of them were getting 7 yards a carry on first before contact.
But the Eagles, they were bad on the back end. I thought they could handle the run a little bit better, but obviously not.
That Eagle defense, and I'm starting to wonder, did you lose everything last year? Nah, you let Slay go, and I trust me,
that was it.
That was a good move either way. Okay, because Slay, I put on Facebook last night. Slay couldn't cover a twin bed with a king size comforter, man. Come on.
They got rid of what's called that went to the Texans. Was that last year or the year before last? No,
so the safety.
Yeah. They got rid of him too.
Yeah, they got rid of him too.
I think the Eagles have a coaching problem. They got they need somebody to go in there and get that locker room straight. Get everybody.
Sirianni is the problem.
Yes, I believe it's him. They need somebody to get that locker room straight. Trade Brown, because I just think that cancer is taking over everything. And look, he had a good game, but they still lost. Like, he was the man last week. 132, 2 touchdowns. Yeah. I ain't hear no complaints though from him after that, and they lost.
Right.
But I hear everything from him when they win, and he reading the book on the sideline.
But didn't he say in the beginning of the season though, other teams have changed, but the Eagles keep trying to do the same thing. They're gonna have to evolve. They're gonna have to change. So they're not sounding so bad right now.
But they were 8. And see, this is the problem. They were 8-2. Yeah, teams can. Basic football at the end of the day still wins out. Stop the run. Be good on first and second down. Put yourself in manageable third down. That's football, right? They have a cancer in that locker room. It's him, whether it's him and something else is percolating. They need a culture change. Sirianni, to me, has to go. He does not have control of that locker room anymore.
No, he lost.
That's my feeling.
They won that Super Bowl. That's it. But it's Philly, though. Philly's different. Anytime you boo Santa Claus, you know.
Well, they egged the offensive coordinator's house. He got egged.
He got egged. Well, but here go the thing. Okay.
Too.
But here's the thing. Even if you lost your offense coordinator, you mean to tell me there's nobody on staff that know the same offense? I mean,
and also, I don't want to see no more, like I said about Derrick Henry. I don't want to see no more Saquon Barkley commercials. Another thing I've noticed too, something is either the matter with him or something that happened and the regret. And I don't never see pro athletes regress like that. Even when he has a lane, if you are gonna be what they say you are, I've watched all the greats, and even with a line, without a line, they could get some yards. And this drop off, but I've never seen a drop off between 2,000 yards and the next season. I went and looked. Jamal Anderson, he still got 1,500 yards the next year. The one from everybody, they may not achieve 1,000, but they get damn close to like 50. He is falling for no reason. His moves aren't fluid, and when he gets something the way it looks like last year when he could break away, it's not happening right now. So I don't know if he's hurt.
He's gotta be hurt.
Something is regressed in him really bad. And all three of us have said too, your quarterback cannot be your leading rusher, and you expect to do something when it comes playoff time. And somebody need to investigate, send out, an SOS or whatever, and find the old Saquon. Because this version we got right now, hey, I'm gonna do like the Jamie Foxx, where Sherry Shepherd told Jamie Foxx, this some old doppelganger shit, Jamie. When she was, I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. I've never seen a drop off like this. From especially from the elites. You can make plays just by yourself. You jumped over a man backwards. You shifty in there. I know at least a game I should be able to see you get 15 yards on the run.
It's one of those situations where you really got to question some stuff just from the standpoint of you're not gonna get back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons, but your fall off ain't 700,000 yard difference, man. It ain't that. It might be 300 yards or 500 yards. You're gonna get 50. If you got 2,000, you're gonna get 1,500.
Unnatural one T out of that, Jamal, right?
Right.
He is the most not one of the gifted that we call. And he still came back with like 15 something. So I don't understand what's happening.
I don't see it either. Is it the Super Bowl hangover? It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
For that drop off, no. Yeah.
And the injuries on O-line?
But he should be good enough, though, Kels. That's what I'm saying. He's still good enough to get some yards without a line. I mean, I should still be able to count on that kind of talent. I see a 15, 20-yard run one time in the game. And I'm not seeing that this year.
Yeah, most of your outstanding great running backs, most of the time, whether they got blocking or not, they're going to get 100 yards.
They're going
to get. I mean?
Yeah.
But it's that dog in him. Does he have that dog in him, though? Or does he see
Saquon? No, Saquon ain't never had that dog in him. Even when he was at Penn State, he ain't had that dog in him. Now
he's a naturally
he's talented.
Yes,
but he ain't no Derrick Henry. No. I wouldn't even put him. No, I know what Derrick Henry problem is. I'm gonna explain that in just a minute. I know what his problem is, and it's staying right there beside him in the backfield.
Find out what Lamar's problem is too, because he hadn't shown up since he came back from that.
Lamar is what we thought he always was, bro. Lamar ain't doing nothing but showing you who exactly he was. Tell me, I'll wait. Tell me when Lamar. I don't care if he got MVPs or not. Tell me when it has been a critical situation that Lamar has performed at the top of his game. Tell me.
Not performing at the top of his game, but the fact that he would try something. Now it's like he's running away, shying away from everything. It's almost like somebody told him, "You take one more hit, something's gonna happen," because he's not. Something's changing.
It's a hammy, right? It's a hamstring.
There's nothing wrong with his hamstring, man. There's nothing wrong.
A hamstring never really heals.
There's nothing wrong.
Yeah, that's an off-season thing you got to get right.
Let me tell you what their problem is. And I put the Baltimore Ravens in the same measure as my Pittsburgh Steelers. And I'll send it out to y'all on Thanksgiving night. Institutional arrogance is their problem, okay? They think that just because you enroll that purple uniform out there, same thing with the Steelers, they think because that black and gold uniform roll out there, everybody's supposed to be scared of. Don't nobody care nothing about y'all no more. There ain't no killers over there no more, man. There's no Ray. There's no Ed. There's no James Harrison, Ryan Clark. That is what is wrong with those two franchises. They still living off stuff they used to could do. You know what I used to could do? I used to could jump from the free throw line and dunk a basketball. You know what I can do right now? Lay up and not even get off the ground. Lay up.
You do it, but when you land,
man, I play just like Jokic right now. Just like
you land, you better have somebody waiting to do surgery.
Like I said, my game is just like Jokic right now. I'm telling you now. Okay, that's all I can do.
If your game like Jokic, though, man, hey, you still deadly.
I said that's only because I got a basketball mind. I'm flat foot. I'm flat foot. Okay, I ain't getting up off that ground. I'm laying the ball up. That's all I'm doing. But back to the Steelers and the Ravens, because I'm going off on this here. I'm so sick of them, both of them, because this is not, we play on Sunday. This is supposed to be Ravens-Steeler week. I ain't happy about this, not one bit. You know why? Because I know you might well put skirts on all of them, because it's going to be powder puff, because neither one of them got any dog in them no more, man. I'm so sick of both of them. How you let the Bengals come in there on Thanksgiving and you just lay an egg? Joe Burrow ain't played in 6 months, and your behind gonna come out there and let him carve you up. That ain't Raven football, man. That ain't. And the Steelers, Sunday, look at Mike Tomlin. I love you to death. I'm just gonna be honest. Time to go. Time to go. Your message ain't registering with nobody no more. Okay, it's to the point right now where we looking at you like this here. That's how we looking at you, bro. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Right now, I would rather hear from Brian Schottenheimer than to hear from you right now. Because you know what Brian Schottenheimer doing? He coaching his ass off because Cowboys ain't no good. But where the Cowboys at right now? In the playoffs.
Still on outside looking in.
But they in the hunt.
But that's different though, T. You guys went a different way this year that I think didn't pay off. You traded one problem for another problem. You essentially traded Pickens for Metcalf, and Metcalf, like I told you, I watched him here in Seattle. Like you watch, Metcalf is a purple-haired, want the camera dude. He's done. He's not gonna try. He's not. He's gonna give you so. And another problem, and I'm seeing it with Pittsburgh. He catches so many personal foul calls that it tears your whole drive up. You'll be down, and next thing you know, he's fighting with the corner for no reason. And now you're back 15 yards, and you know your offense is already wobbly. Like last game, he got the personal foul penalty, and you ain't contributing nothing to the game. You're not breaking free. You ain't doing nothing. So I am with you on it. So I do agree. Tomlin needs to do. Yes, it might be time to part the ways, but there's a GM somewhere, because he ain't the GM, that made a call to go with this new thing. And I don't understand you got rid of Pickens to get DK and then give him a contract extension. Where is the business in? There was a business decision made somewhere in that.
Bruh, they fundamentally, everything they've done this year goes against everything the Steelers have ever done. Everything. When you got rid of Minkah Fitzpatrick, all pro Minkah Fitzpatrick, okay? And you went to go get Jalen Ramsey for what? Jalen Ramsey, when Jalen Ramsey was in his prime, Jalen Ramsey couldn't cover nobody. Couldn't. You got him and Slay. Now you didn't let Slay go, and Buffalo picked him up today. But I can promise you, Buffalo gonna screw this up too. All right, let's just be real about it, okay? But the Steelers right now are so far away from anything, not even just being good, from being relevant. You have pissed away 3 opportunities to take control of the division because you stink. The game Sunday don't even matter. Yeah, the winner is gonna win a piece of the North lead, but here gonna be the problem. If you get in the playoffs, ain't neither one of you going nowhere. I am sick. I am sick and tired of. I'm sick and tired of them. They living off the past. They are not what they used to be. They are not what they should be. That is where they at. There's no Ray. There's no Ed. There's no Ryan Clark, Troy Polamalu, James Harrison. There's no killers on that defense. You gave TJ Watt. TJ Watt Sunday had zero pressure.
Player was Ryan's Ward. That was your best defensive player.
That was our best defense player. I understand it. But let me just tell you about TJ Watt. Now, Myles Garrett playing on a bad Cleveland football team. A bad Cleveland football team. And everybody and their mama know I got to block him because he ain't got nothing else on defense. He getting sacks. TJ Watt, you had 0 pressures, 0 tackles, 0 sacks, 0 tackles for loss on Sunday. Buffalo ran the same play. Craig Hayward, whatever Hayward name is, Craig Hayward's son, whichever. But either way, they ran the ball 20 times through your gap. You ain't did nothing but paint him, and then you get a personal foul against Josh Allen. For what? For jawing at Josh Allen. Josh Allen the same size you is. That'll tell you something right there. Same size you is.
He hit him in the nuts though, T. He got fined for that. Can't be. Hey.
So
that undercut.
Bro.
But you know what? I've never seen Hayward perform like he performed Sunday. Like that.
Because you know what? You spent
I've never seen him because he's usually the dog on the team.
You spent the summer being a bitch. Let's just be real about it. You spent the whole summer crying and moaning. I deserve more money. Tell me why. Tell me why.
Let your play speak for you.
Pittsburgh gonna pay you if you worth it. But you didn't get a contract last year. Guess what? You didn't deserve it. Because tell me where you didn't live up to that contract this year. Not one.
Y'all treated Barry Ward.
Bruh, If you good, here go the thing. We gonna take care of who we need to take care of. Okay, that has always been. We can't get a quarterback. People don't understand. You can't get a quarterback if you don't have a losing season. Mike, it's great that you're going 9-8, 10-7. That's great for you. But you cannot get a impact player picking that number 18, 19, 20, or 21 every year. You can't. Because how do bad football teams get better? They lose. That is the great thing about the NBA, about the NFL. If you lose and you got a front office that know what they're doing, within 3 years you could be back winning. The Bears.
Mm-hmm. But the Bears team were bad for like 15 straight years.
Well, guess what?
You want to? So I got a question for you, and this is what I tell Pittsburgh fans: be careful what you wish for. So say you start getting these good picks, right? Detroit has had all of these picks, and y'all got way more Super Bowls. Cleveland has had, they got to have the most top 5 picks in the history of the NFL. Nothing. So you got to ask your Cincinnati. You got to ask yourself, are you willing to try that and never come out of that purgatory you're in?
Well,
because that is also an option. We all thought Atlanta, right, was going to take something and move. Having number 1 picks, and we can say the coach, because this is coach's thing on that side too. Having all of these picks don't necessarily mean Carolina has more success than Detroit, Cleveland, all of them. And they've only been in the league since 96. But they have made moves to be in the NFC Championship game in 3 years after their existence. Went to one with Jake Delhomme, and then got Cam Newton and retooled. They retooled twice. I have never seen Detroit, Cleveland, none of these retool once. I ain't never seen their Bumblebee station get fixed where they can talk regular words, ever. Bumblebee at least good for it in one scene. Well, I ain't never seen them even get to that level yet where he ain't talking radio gibberish.
I'll just say this here. All the teams that you named historically have had bad front offices, bad coaching staffs. Steelers should not be in this situation. But here's the problem. We have allowed mediocrity to come in to our situation. We need our front office to perform. We've never been like this from a front office. The stuff that we did this year was highly un-Steeler-like. Going to get Metcalf, bringing in Aaron Rodgers. Why? That ain't us, man. I'm a Steeler fan. I remember when Bradshaw retired. It took us 30 years to get another franchise quarterback. I went through the years of Mark Malone, Cliff Stout, Bubby Bristol. I went through them years, man. I know what it is to have bad quarterback play.
Mark Malone was terrible.
Yes.
And Mark Malone, that's my man who I always say, he threw punch.
Mark Malone, look at Mike Tomczak, Tommy Maddox. It wasn't until we got Ben Roethlisberger where we turned the corner, bro. But the thing that the Steelers always could do was hang their hat on. We can run the football, we can play great defense. And we can't do neither one right now.
Yep.
Can't do neither one. And that's the problem I have with them. Now, jumping over to your Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Hey, here you go. Todd Bowles, I'm going to give you another year because you've earned it. Hell, we ain't never had this much success going to the playoffs ever. So 5-year run in the playoffs, I'll take it. Like I said to you, you got a lot of history and a lot of this. Me getting to the playoffs is just a goal into itself. You got these Super Bowl. All I got is one is a first round win, show up, and because we ain't got that pedigree. 5 years in a row is a long time for the Bucs to go to the playoffs. So Bowles gonna get another year, but this blitzing and leaving these corners one-on-one with folk, and you're not even getting there, it got to go, bro. I don't know what, and you was hiding it good till the third and fourth quarter. So now you're bringing it early, and Kel, I think we've overtaken y'all as the worst defense because for 2 games we gave up 900 yards passing.
That's saying a lot now. That's saying a lot.
And they are, listen, you remember 2 years ago, we were the ones who made CJ Stroud the star into who he is. He had that 400-yard game. CJ Stroud, since that one game, has been mediocre. Straight up. He's been a really mediocre quarterback.
Russell Wilson threw for 400 yards on us early in the year. That was his last game.
But they having us back to back, though. So you got 900 yards. This, and T, I ain't saying no, and it's not injuries, because the defensive side is not for Jamal Dean, who came back last week. But that was against Arizona, who is in a dumpster fire,
But you know what, though? The Cardinals came back in that game, and really, Jacoby Brissett made a bad read, and that's what put them in the situation that they were in. Because, honestly, I'm at a point right now with y'all, Dave. Only reason I can't give y'all the push to get to the end, because you don't ever know what the Panthers going to do. Just like Sunday. Well, that looked like two different football teams. The team I saw the Monday night before against the 49ers did not look like that team. And remember, Sunday night, the Rams was killing the Buccaneers. They were killing them.
Carolina defense looked good. They had 3 takeaways against the 49ers, but the offense, you couldn't find them.
That's what I mean.
And Kels, the same thing. We are getting turnovers. T is right. We got 3 turnovers against Arizona. The game before that got 3 turnovers. Still didn't win that game. Mm-hmm. This is fundamental. And Baker, being Baker is good, but being Baker is bad at times because the comeback is shut down on one dumb ass play. Now the good thing, Bucky came back. The running game had some life last week. Yeah. So I do like the running game getting some life. McMillan is coming back. You get another receiver. And you get to play New Orleans next week, who is also in free fall. You play New Orleans week this Sunday. So at least if you just hold out and win that game, you hold that 1-game lead. And then you got to go to Carolina to finish it out. Carolina got to come to you, and you got to go to Carolina and finish it out. That's going to be for the division, and because we only going to get one team out the NFC South. The record.
Oh, yeah.
So that is what you put yourself into when you had a good 2-game buffer. Injuries happened, and then the defensive play calling went to shit.
Yeah, it did.
Speaking of injuries, Saquon was dealing with a growing injury for the last few weeks, so that explains that a little bit. That explains that a little bit.
That's an excuse, bro. That ain't what's slowing Saquon down, bro. That's an excuse, okay? Because the thing is, you wasn't, even before you got this groin injury, you wasn't running the football. So I don't want to hear that. You ain't running football all year. Last time you had a good run was back in the playoffs against the Rams.
When last time you had a 100-yard game?
Against the Rams in the playoff?
Yeah. I don't think he got one this year.
He ain't got one.
He didn't get it against us first game. He did not get it against us.
No, he ain't got it. I don't even think he been probably 80, 85 yards. He has not had a good game all year.
Well, that's because they need to let Shipley run for a little bit then.
Bruh. I understand, but it go back to what Dave said. It's Sirianni. It is clearly he has no control over that football team, man.
740 rushing yards. That's all he
got. All you got is 740. You in
740 after 2,000. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with no injury.
4 touchdowns, averaging 3.7 yards a carry.
You had 20-something last year.
Last year was 2,005 yards, average 5.8 a carry, and 13 touchdowns.
Yeah, nah, bro. That's
like you said, Kelsey, he's been dealing with the groin injury last couple of weeks. What happened in week 1, week 2, week 3?
Yeah, that's the big thing.
Play calling, inconsistency.
Of course, now, and this is the thing I don't understand. If you see if you Sirianni and you see your offense coordinator is struggling, your background is offense. Why you ain't taking control of that?
He don't want to be like the crying truck driver.
Well, nobody wants to be like him right now. Okay.
Wait, somebody else took over there. They had it in, I forgot.
But you know what? You know what's going to end up happening with Detroit this year? Even if they make the playoffs or don't make the playoffs, they're going to lose their defensive coordinator because that cat can coach, man. Yeah. Because he's doing a whole lot and they ain't got nothing on defense.
Brown is out too. Kel, their number 1. He's out for 2 weeks. This is second week out.
Yeah.
All right, before we get into the schedule, huh?
I'm on rise out for Detroit. Yeah.
You already called it for tomorrow?
Yeah, he's out. Yeah, he's been out 2 weeks. Yeah,
he's not
they
playing.
didn't want to put him on IR. I don't think he might come back.
He must, if they talking about he hurt bad, then.
Yeah. He hurt.
Okay. So before we get off and go into the schedule, let's just be real about this here. Which one of y'all can we get enough money so that we can become the head coach and front office of the Atlanta Falcons? I just want to know.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Word around town is, man, you ain't got to do much, man. Just show up.
That's all it takes.
That's it.
Yeah, man. Just like with when Robin Harris said, man, hey, to get in the Clippers game, all you gotta do is sit close to the bench, wear some sneakers, be black, and talk.
You can get some runs.
All you gotta do, man. You're gonna get called into the game,
man. They got opening now. So
I hate to be like this, but Raheem, you make it hard on the brothers, bro. Aaron Glenn, you can see some promise. You know what I'm saying? The Jets playing football. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got nothing, and you can see some promise in the Jets. Todd Bowles, great defensive mind. I'm starting to question your head coaching acumen as well. Mike Tomlin speaks enough for yourself. I mean, if Mike Tomlin leave Pittsburgh tomorrow, he can go to the Giants, make Giants Super Bowl contender just like that. He can go anywhere but Pittsburgh and win right now. But Raheem, you make it hard for brothers to get head coaching jobs, bro. You do.
I don't think he's going to any restaurants out here. I think he's got private chefs coming to feed him. If not, he eating at the facility. Kirk Cousins, he's driving in from Alabama every week. Penix, he's safe because he got surgery. But yeah, them two, you won't see Raheem out and about. I think he's driving a different car every week.
Man, you know it bad. You know it bad. You can't go to the strip club, bro. You know it bad. You can't go to the strip club, bro.
I don't know if that Penix pick is going to pan out for them. It
ain't,
because it's the same legs. It's the same area that happened to both of his legs in college. And that's scary when you get this age, because when you're young, stuff heals. As you get older and you got them leg things going on, and you're big like that, it just becomes a perpetual. It's like a big man in basketball. As soon as big men, you see a pattern of big man maybe getting 1-2 injuries, they are going to be. Wembanyama is my number one deal. He gets hurt, and he gets hurt for long stretch, because once he got hurt, your calf strain is as tall as my body. That is what you are looking at for calf strains with them cats. So once it happens, it's hard for all of that to heal up and gel together. Then you put age, and then you're playing football where you're getting hit.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I'm rooting for my man Penix, love him to death. I just don't know with the way this went, same area, same injury. Maybe 5 years from now, the pick might look a little different.
It won't.
I will see.
Well, here go the thing. Because of Penix's injury history, that's the downfall for him. But then the other part of it is Kirk Cousins stinks. Okay, Kirk Cousins has stunk his whole entire career, but Kirk Cousins is a multi-million-dollar man because he's done absolutely nothing to earn any of that money over the years. Regardless, if I'm the Falcons, but Raheem, I'm just gonna be honest. You lost to the Jets on Sunday. I shouldn't even have to say nothing beyond that. You lost to the Jets on Sunday, bro. You got statistically one of the top 15 defenses in the league. You can't stop the Jets, bro. And then every time they put the camera on you Sunday, you look like a lost puppet, bro. Where is the fire? I understand, you might need to be even keel and all of this here, but where's the passion? Where's the fire? You're going to continue to do the things that you're doing. You're going to get fired. Only way you don't get fired is somebody speak highly for you for Arthur Blank, because you need to be fired. And you got
one more season. That's it. You got one more season.
I'm not giving him another season, bro.
No, I don't think so, Kel. That was this season.
Kelsey.
I think
Kelsey, you look at the talent they have on offense, man. I understand Drake hurt right now. I understand that, okay? But look at the talent that's on that offense, man. Kyle Pitts, man, Kyle Pitts, you could put Kyle Pitts in a whole pit crocodiles and ain't none of them gonna touch him. You know why? Because they already know. That's false. That's false advertising. That ain't no food, bro. Kyle Pitts is terrible. To be that big and can't catch nothing. I saw a ball hit him Sunday dead in his hand with nobody around him. Dead in his hand, bro.
You can't catch with your hands. That's the lost art.
David Ann, you go back to the hallowed halls of Fairfield Central. The first thing they teach you is you got to catch the ball with your hands.
Looking into your hands.
With your hands, okay? All right. David Ann watched me for years. What I caught the ball with, David Ann?
Hands.
Thank you. If it touch you in the hand, you supposed to catch it.
We had a hands team. You were on the hands team.
Puka did. Nakua did.
So Puka, look here. I ain't even want to talk about that fella, boy, because Puka is incredible. Okay, Puka, the boy from the Commanders. I want to call him the Redskins so bad. Sunday night, that catch he made Sunday night in the back of the end zone, and he ain't got no quarterback.
You talking about Lauren?
Yeah.
The one came back, Lauren. Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Everybody else can catch with their hands, but these clowns can't catch with their hands. Kyle Pitts is 6'6", 240 pounds, man. Can run like a deer. Give me that. Give me that ability. Because
Tristan Wirfs caught his touchdown with his hands, and he is an offensive lineman.
Right.
Wirfs got his. He even put his hands out to catch the ball. Yep.
This ain't for the rock. This is how you're supposed to put your hands together when you get ready, when the ball is coming your way, and you adjust by what it is.
Yep.
That's what they teach you. These cats can't catch nothing. All they want to catch is a bag, a Louis Vuitton bag, and it got money in it. That's the only thing they want to catch. But Raheem, when Raheem get fired, I'm putting my resume in. I want to be the head coach of the Falcons because you can pay me $6 million less than you paying Raheem, and I can still get you 5 wins. I roll the football out there and get you 5 wins, bro. Tell you. That's how confident I am. And look here, and I have my little sheet up like the crying trucker.
Bijan left, Bijan right.
That's all I'm doing. I'm going to take the old Tecmo Bowl, Bo Jackson play, and all we're going to do is left and right, all the way down the field. That's all we doing. All right, so looking at the schedule for the week, of course, the big game tomorrow, Cowboys, Lions. That puts us where we need to be. 1 o'clock on Sunday, Steelers, Ravens in Baltimore. Typically
for
the division, but typically this rivalry, the away team wins in Baltimore. Pittsburgh wins in Baltimore. Baltimore wins in Pittsburgh, or vice versa. But if the Ravens don't hand the football to Derrick Henry in this football game, the Ravens need to be sued for malpractice. An unlikely game, and this game here means something, and I'm just going to say it like this. It means something from the standpoint, both of these coaches going to keep their job. Dolphins, Jets. Mike McDaniel then coached his way into keeping his job.
Yep.
Because they're actually playing. They
coached himself back into his job.
He coached himself back into his job.
I call him a Logic knockoff. I don't know if y'all ever seen the rapper Logic. He looks just like Logic to me.
Yes, he do.
The Logic knockoff is gonna keep his job.
He gonna keep his job, bro. And the Jets made some moves, and the Jets actually look like a football team now, man. It's almost like, was Quentin Williams and Sauce Gardner the problem? They wasn't buying into what
they weren't a good fit. They weren't a good fit for the team.
But you can't change
that. They wanted to win now. Yeah, they wanted to win now, and you gotta have. It takes a special kind of cat that's talented to be patient and ride it out. Yeah,
I like that. I like that. All right. Also Sunday, Saints Bucks. The Saints did a disservice by, I hate to say this, but they did a disservice by putting Kyler Shuck in there. You should have kept Spencer Rattler because you actually did look halfway like a football team. Now you just stink. You might should have called the Giants and got Jameis back. Because Jameis is a national treasure, man.
Spotting that punt.
One thing he gonna give you.
Hey, when Jameis was spotting that punt and was giving them yards.
Look.
You can't make shit up with Jameis. And then he tried to correct himself and go back up the line. Jameis is my man.
Look here. My thing for Jameis, if you're gonna continue to play football, go to a team where you can get on the field frequently. Don't go to a team where you gotta hold the clipboard. Jameis need to play weekly, okay? That by itself. And then
he's a treasure. He's a national treasure.
He's a national treasure, man. There is no other character in football like Jameis, man.
I pray the Lord they stop me from throwing these pick sixes, but
I'm gonna be honest. I believe if the Giants would have let Jameis play Monday night against the Patriots, Jameis would have beat the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because you would have got 3/4 of the most incredible. I put up with this for 5 years. Listen, you will get 3 of the most incredible goddamn goal quarters you've ever seen. Come fourth quarter, no, he is going to. Back then, he was praying to the Lord to throw pick sixes, because man, he ended every game on a pick six.
But the thing about it,
40 TDs passing, 40 interceptions. How the hell you can't make that up? That is something you cannot think of. And the 40 interceptions, 20 of them was pick sixes.
Now, Jameis,
his Oprah. You get the ball.
You talk about filling up the stat sheet.
Somebody getting the ball.
Look at
all they can.
Jameis, but you know what? Even his interceptions are entertaining, man. Because you like, why you threw that ball? Jameis don't throw. You know, sometimes the quarterback give you that cheap interception. Jameis is never gonna give you that cheap interception. It's always gonna be one. You be like, man, the DB made an outstanding play to get that ball. Jameis is gonna throw that ball so good that he got to make a play on the ball. I've never seen Jameis just give you a duck.
Defenders be like, man, I ain't know this cat was on our team.
Exactly. Yeah, he took his contacts out.
Like, oh man, yeah, he finally came through.
Oh,
one play, take the contacts out. That's it.
He colorblind, got to be, because I mean, bro, come on.
He is the Dale Dribble of football. That's what he is. He's Dale from King of the Hill.
Oh my God!
Because everything is so far left, you don't know what is actually happening. Yeah, he's Dale, man. He's Dale Dribble from King of the Hill. That's who he is.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Only Jameis. The Colts have stumbled their way into a first place tie with the Jaguars. Trevor's playing outstanding football. Who's gonna win this division, y'all? Because the Texans,
Jacksonville.
Look at it, because the Texas defense is killing people.
Depending on which team.
It also depends on what Colts team shows up. I am learning that these folks get paid for a reason. Daniel Jones, what's the famous thing? We regress to the mean. And that's everybody generally regret, especially I've seen Daniel Jones also do phantom throws. Where are you throwing the ball? And that's not something a coach did to you or nothing. That is something that you just threw the ball.
Yo,
he's regressing back to his mean.
He sees ghosts. He sees ghosts. He honestly sees ghosts. He has flashbacks of games past, because there's no way sometimes you're like, why you even throw that football? Because it's almost like he don't see, either he sees something that he shouldn't see, or it's something that he didn't think was there, but it pops up at the wrong time.
Footsteps. That'll do it.
Well, you didn't got hit as much as he didn't got hit in his lifetime. That will help now. But that's a big game on Sunday. The Titans play the Browns. That's
must-see TV right there.
Huh?
That's gonna be must-see TV right there. Them two teams.
The score gonna be 2-1, and you can't even score one. It's gonna be the 8. We're gonna be watching the MLB playoffs again. The score gonna be 2-1.
How you get one in football?
No, I'm gonna give it an 5-3. 3-2.
3-2. Okay.
The 5-3. I even take 5-3. Yep.
You're gonna get a safe.
That's gonna be a baseball score.
Safe in the field goal. Because let me tell you, for all those people, and I see it every day on the internet, for all these people that are boosting Shador. I'm glad we was ahead of the curve last year when we said he ain't no first pick. He ain't no first round quarterback, y'all. And the thing about it is, now I will say he's better than Dylan Gabriel. He's better than Dylan Gabriel. But he ain't great. He's serviceable. That's the best way I could put Shador. He's not in the Jameis realm of quarterback, backup quarterback, and he's not there. He's not there. But he can be. But the thing about it, he plays in Cleveland. Now, here's the thing. Stefanski is petty enough. He will call plays so that the Titans win this football game.
Mm-hmm.
He's petty enough for that. I believe it. Myles Garrett might get 5-6 sacks this game, but he's petty enough to make Shador call plays so that Shador is not proficient in this game. That's just the way I look at it. You got the Vikings versus Commanders. Marcus Mariota played a great game Sunday night.
Great game.
He just made a bad throw late.
That was it. Just one bad.
Made a bad throw late. But the Vikings, if I'm Justin Jefferson,
I already told you the trade that needs to be made.
The trade needs to be made, man. Because
McCarthy for Herbert. That is what needs to be made. That he goes to where he is comfortable with for a power run game. Jefferson gets his quarterback that can actually throw the ball. And that is the perfect trade for me.
You think, you saying a whole lot right there.
And it ain't a fair trade. But
no, because you ain't getting equal coaches.
Like if you were to take Herbert, and McCarthy to like separately, Herbert is 20,000 light years ahead. But now let's throw the systems into play. San Diego, he wants to be a power run football, and he wants to throw to the tight end maybe 3 times a game.
Yeah.
Minnesota has a high-powered offense with Justin Jefferson, and that he needs a quarterback that can throw. Herbert can actually operate in the Minnesota system better than McCarthy can, and McCarthy can operate better in the San Diego, whatever their name is now, LA system better than Herbert does. I think that on paper that is so lopsided from a skills perspective, but from an organization and scheme perspective, if you think about it, it makes sense.
I'm gonna write that down. Because if that one paying out, I'm gonna be like, yo, we call that one first, that brother. Because you know how we do. You know, when we speak it into existence, most of the time it works.
I'm just saying, man. Yeah, that is a perfect deal for me.
You can throw in some more to get you some equal value, but that might be the only thing that works because McCarthy cannot stay in Minnesota.
No.
They should have kept Sam.
No.
Seattle
is on the league. Nope. You know, 20. They have the most turnovers in the NFL. And Sam is responsible for half of them.
Yeah, because he will fumble in the pocket.
And he will throw interceptions to Ghost as well. And when they lose a game, it's totally right because that defense is, oh my good. Hey man, did you who fired DeMarcus Lawrence up, Kel? Was it you? Was it? But I don't know who. This cat is looking like Miles over there in Cleveland. He is playing his ass off.
I said it years ago. Anytime you in Dallas, you're restricted. You leave Dallas, you name any of the stars that left Dallas and thrive. When you're in Dallas, you either hurt and you can't get stuff right, you look like a shell of who you are. DeMarcus Lawrence. Say what you want to say about Michael Parsons. He's changing the game up there in Green Bay. He's adding to that team. He's doing some big things. In Dallas, he was one-dimensional. He said he couldn't play the run. He playing everything in Green Bay.
But now, he is second in defensive player of the year to me, behind Garrett. DeMarcus Lawrence, because you watch him because he comes. I mean, that's our regional game. So that's the game we watch. And the dude right now is on a 4 or 5 game one-man wrecking ball. He was that dude in Dallas. He's shutting down one side of the field.
Well,
he was that dude in Dallas, but they just didn't use him right.
You know, nobody giving the Seahawks credit, but the Seahawks defense, Mike McDonald, first of all. Mike McDonald is a coach. Okay. Let's just be,
oh my goodness.
Let's just be real with that. And then to see the defense where it is. But you know what? One of the things I like about the NFL this year, defense matters again because the teams that got defenses is killing people.
Yeah.
You know, Ask Josh. Josh Allen don't want to see nothing from Houston no time soon.
No.
Because them boys try to kill him.
Jackson Dart don't want to see nobody from New England. Dog, I thought he died. Hey, I thought that was
concussion number 5 right there, bro.
I thought something had to happen the 3 days, and we put him under some rocks and he come up. I thought he was dead. The way he got, man, that may be in real time the best hit I've ever seen, especially in real time, because it's like he was lifted and anointed off of the ground and just dog.
Bruh, typically you don't get hit and fly 7 yards. Okay, you might get hit and go straight down.
Got size.
He's a
big dude
and flew 7 yards.
Flew.
I thought for sure.
I thought they were gonna have to do what Eddie Griffin said in his stand-up tape. Like, dude tried to rob, Jesus' mama, and Jesus got him, and then said, "All right, get on up." I thought that's what we're gonna have to do with Jackson Dart. That thing, hey, you mess with Jesus' mama, so get on up. That's the only way I thought he would get off of this.
Yeah, that was vicious. The Seahawks play the Falcons. The Seahawks should come to Atlanta. Long as they don't go to Magic City, they should destroy the Falcons.
Kirk Cousins out the game.
Why shouldn't they?
I mean, you still got to play. You still got to play Bijan, man. Bijan is a superstar. I'm sorry, he's a superstar. I wish I could get hold to it because they wasting that boy talent.
Seattle play. They are going to shut. He is going to have a long ass day because when they hit with fight. Now Bijan is, like you said though, and this is where I'm gonna give him credit over Barkley. Bijan does have them skills, and I've seen it where something he turned it into 15 or 20. But man, that defense, that is gonna be because that's all they got, and Kirk Cousins will be out by the second quarter, mid-second quarter.
The bad problem is who the backup, because I don't know who else they got on the roster.
Yeah, I don't either. Kyle Pitts.
Bijan.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I said Kyle Pitts. He said Bijan. Hey, we're going straight Wildcat, Kel. Kel said we're going straight Wildcat for the whole game.
Well, who Felipe Franks play for? He played for that. He played
for the Falcons, but he like third string tight end. You might have to play Felipe Sunday.
Third string quarterback. He better be. Let me look that up. Let me see who they really have.
Who is they third? I mean, seriously, who is they backup?
They got it's emergency. It ain't no backup. It's an emergency, and it's
Felipe Franks.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be.
Right.
Okay.
See, why when you said Felipe, I thought about Felipe Lopez.
Why you want to go there?
Happen.
A playground superstar.
I don't know why I thought about that.
That we thought was gonna take the St. John Redmond somewhere. Never went nowhere.
Yeah,
exactly. You made me think about Felipe Lopez, man.
All right, so we got the Bengals versus the Bills. Buffalo, don't let Joe Burrow come in and win that football game. Don't let that happen. You got the Broncos.
That's all we're gonna hear about. It's how great he is.
Yeah. We got Broncos and the Raiders on Sunday. Bears Packers has now been moved. Bears Packers no, they hadn't been moved. It's at the 4:30 game. That's the one later on in the season got moved to Sunday night.
Hold on. I'm jumping all around here for a second. Yeah, Kirk is your starter. You got Easton Stick is second string. It's backup. Easton Stick. Easton Stick. Then you got Michael Penix who's on IR.
In other words, Felipe Franks.
Yeah. And then you got Jay-Z boy, Emory Jones at fourth string.
Not Emory Jones.
I can't make this up.
How they got that many quarterbacks? Yeah, usually you don't carry, but goddamn, they got a lot of quarterbacks.
Well, 2 of them on IR.
Right. That's why they got that many. All right. So Sunday afternoon, you got Broncos Raiders, which why? That's all I can say. Bears Packers. Rams Cardinals. Now the Rams disappointed me on Sunday just because as dominant as they looked last week against the Bucs, you let the Panthers. The Panthers kind of mollywopped you now. So
hey, I've been telling everybody all year, man. The Panthers don't know no better. Y'all watch out for them boys, man.
But you got the Jared Goff that you don't want. Well, that St. Louis, well, Los Angeles don't want. He threw 3 interceptions, and he threw them interceptions trying to be with that gunslinger mentality.
Hero
That's
ball.
the part that used to get him in trouble.
Matt Stafford.
For the Rams, what's his name? Matt Stafford.
Matt Stafford.
He went into, I'm going to make this a completion regardless, and that's what he got into.
But you know who got underutilized Sunday? There was no Devontae Adams Sunday. That was the issue I saw.
Yeah.
You know. Then we finish up Sunday night game, Texans Chiefs. Mahomes, be careful, Bo, because the Texans, they like to go hunting. Them boys is that. Yeah. Look here.
When I heard would finally be put out of their misery.
Yeah, because when I heard.
Yeah. And we had no problems out of him at all. CD or Pickens. They just picked him apart. They went at it. And he could not win. So,
no.
I don't know that. And Carl Loftus, I didn't hear his name called much at all.
No.
That I can recall. Chris Jones maybe once or twice. They don't have anything at all.
No.
All they got is Mahomes. That's it.
That's it.
You y'all hear me? Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, we still good. Let's finish this up. Yeah, I hear y'all talking about. I hear y'all talking about Carl Loftus and the boys and whatever. The Chiefs are terrible. But again, like I say, the Texans are going hunting. After I heard Marcus Spears and them say about the Texans defense, oh man, they got 2 psychos at middle linebacker and they got them 2 in. He said, my boy, I ain't want to play them boy.
Mm-hmm.
I like when you talk about a middle linebacker and you call them psychos. I love that. And then Monday night, Eagles versus Chargers. This is a must win for both sides. But Dave, I like what you said about that might be what Car needs to do. What Minnesota needs to do.
Kel, you can still hear T?
No, he in and out.
Y'all can't hear me now?
Now, yeah.
Okay, all right. So yeah, so the Eagles need to survive, but the Chargers also need to survive. Before we get off, do anybody believe in New England and Denver at this point?
Lost him again.
Y'all hear me?
He back, I think.
Okay. What's he got?
I said, do anybody believe in New England and Denver at this point?
He's yellow, so it's coming back. His signal strength. There you go.
There I go.
There you go.
All right. So like I say,
before
we can get off, Denver and New England. Do anybody believe in them at this point?
No, fool's gold. New England's fool. I'm with Cam Newton, and I never agree with Cam Newton.
Oh man, you agreeing with Cam?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Ever since he put on them moose hats, I ain't agree with shit he did, but I do agree with this.
Okay. All right. So the AFC representative will not be Denver and will not be New England.
No.
Okay. All right. I like the way that sounds. In the NFC, is it the Bears and the Packers? Or do the Rams still have a chance?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Philly too.
Okay.
Hey, but it's going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars Clemson connection. You heard it here first.
I got you.
Hey, before we end, I got one thing to say too. For all y'all cats that flipped from us today, hey, we coming back. Like LL, don't call it a comeback. I know y'all tried that, y'all, because you had a little bit of down years. All y'all 4 stars flip. Hey, like I said, don't come to us because we're gonna make a song called "Can I Bust," and we're gonna bring back the Chicago Bears shuffle folk to make the song.
That's right.
Well, here gonna be
Who's gonna be doing the production?
Huh?
Who's gonna be doing the production for that song?
Which one is for that?
The Clemson comeback song.
I don't know.
We got to send some clips in. We got to do it.
Yeah, for them folks who flip, yeah, goodbye.
Yeah, and I didn't find my guitar. I'm just waiting to get it. So
let's see. Bye.
Stupid. All right, so we'll see y'all next week. Great show as always.
See, we lost you again.
Awesome again.
Red Day. All right, so I'll holler at y'all next week. Y'all got me that?